Hi everyone. So we are ready to start our yoga class for today. Today is the fourth in our 6-day series. Yesterday we did a little high intensity fitness workout followed by stretches and yoga and relaxation. Today we are going to do more yoga, gentle stretches, breathing. So just find your mat. It's getting hot, at least in Bombay, so put a bottle of water near you. And so just prepare yourself. I would prefer don't do this in use air conditioning unless, so don't keep your room very cold. Lower the fan. So just prepare yourself. We'll just wait for a few seconds for people to join in. In the meanwhile, I'll just tell you. So today is the fourth session, and today is more yoga and slight preparation for tomorrow's fun session. We'll be doing a little later. Tomorrow's session is at 10, and Sunday we'll be doing a very gentle restorative yoga session again at 10. So for tomorrow and day after, many people keep asking me, can we eat something, because if it's late at 10. So yeah, you can eat something. If you're eating something heavy, have it at least 1.5 hours before. If you're having a fruit, you can have just before the class. Okay. So, okay. And let's start. Stand on your mat. Today we'll also, the people who've been doing this regularly, we'll also consolidate a lot of things which I think now you should make a part of your life. Okay. Your feet together. Just center your mind. Push your lower back in, the neck up, join your palms together. Close your eyes. And just observe your breathing, observe your posture, make sure you're standing nicely straight, your feet are together, lower back in, pull the spine straight, the neck up, shoulders relaxed. And just observe your breathing. This is the basis of yoga, to keep your spine nicely straight when you're standing or sitting. And now feel the weight distribution of your body on your feet. You might continue to keep your eyes closed. Just feel the weight distribution of your feet, of your body on your feet. You might realize that the weight of your body keeps shifting from the right foot to the left foot. So just be aware of that shift and try to get it equally balanced on both. Try to get it equally balanced on both. Okay, now bring your awareness to your breathing. Feel your hands are touching your chest. Feel the rising and falling of your chest as you breathe in, and take 3 deep breaths. Let your stomach go up first and then your chest. Rise up a little more, and as you breathe out, feel your chest going down. And again breathe in. And breathe out. Okay. And relax. And relax. And relax. And interlock your fingers, feet together. Gentle stretches. And we're just waking up the body with these stretches. Come up. Feel the stretch. Hold there. You can come on your toes if you comfortably can. And down. Once again, stretch your hands up. And put the heels down, and a gentle stretch to the side. Don't overstretch right now. Very, very small stretch. And come back. And the other side, very slowly. Feel a stretch. And come back. And come back down. And Raise the right leg up, hold there. Some of you might find this difficult. You can use support of the wall for this. Hold there, and come back. And the other leg, come up, hold there. Okay, and come back, and come back. Okay, take very slow steps forward and a few steps back. Very slow though, very slow, not fast like we did yesterday. Okay, so today we'll go through, those of you who've been attending this session live and on replay for a few days, see, there are a few things you should try and make a part of your life. And first thing is, when you wake up in the morning, do some wake up stretches, the cat stretch like we'll do right now. The other is drink water in the morning soon after you wake up on your bed. Just keep water by your bedside. Drink some water. So those of you who are not already doing that, please start doing that. Okay, the other is these 4 stretches that I'm going to show you. I call them the anytime, anywhere stretches. So keep doing these stretches every day, twice a day, wherever you are. You're working on the computer, you get up, do these stretches. These will keep your spine really good. Okay, so just remember these stretches. Little distance between your feet, and keep you can even do these, you're in a train, in a long journey, you want to get up, anywhere you can do these stretches. Okay, so first is the neck stretch. Just keep your hands here, just the neck up, just feel a stretch, hold there, and 5 seconds you have to hold and relax. So that is stretch number 1. The second is interlock the fingers and stretch up over your head. Feel a stretch. Hold there for 5 seconds and then release the stretch. That is 2. 3 is for the shoulder. See, a lot of us, we don't realize, because of the use of phones and everything, our shoulders are starting to droop forward. Yeah, and so our shoulders are drooping forward, and that creates a bad posture, and then you also start putting on weight in the wrong places. Okay, so this is the stretch to counter that. So standing straight, just take your hands back, interlock your fingers, push your hands down, shoulders back and the neck back. Just the stretch is more on the shoulders. Keep holding there. Keep holding there, keep holding there, and release. Okay, so this is the third stretch. And those of you who realize that yes, my shoulders are drooping forward, do this extra, do this more, twice a day, and hold it. Okay, these are 3. The fourth is for the lower back. Those of you working on the office or at home, sitting on the computer for too long, you're bending forward. So the back starts feeling uneasy, especially when you start doing yoga. Your body starts giving you warning signals much more. So this is the 4th stretch. This is for the lower back. Just standing here, put your hands here and just arch back. You'll feel it on the lower back. Keep holding it 5-7 seconds. It should feel good. It should not feel like a strain. So only go that much and then release. Okay. So these are the 4 stretches you should do regularly. Like anytime, just do it once in the morning, once in the evening, or whenever you feel a strain in your lower back, neck. So this is one thing. The second thing I want you to incorporate in your lifestyle is wake up stretches. When you wake up in the morning, don't just get up, switch on a bright light, look at your phone and start the day. No, just pause a little bit, do a few stretches and then start your day. So tomorrow the class is late, it's at 10. It's a fun, fast-paced class tomorrow. So tomorrow try to do some of these stretches on your bed on your own. Okay. So we'll just do the wake up stretches, which you should do right in the morning. So for this, I would like you to sit on your mat. Just sit on your mat in a comfortable position. So first, soon after you wake up, before looking at your phone or switching on a bright light, just sit with your spine straight. Close your eyes. And just those of you who are comfortable in Vajrasana can sit in Vajrasana as well. In the morning you can even sit with back support. Just soon after you wake up, first just keeping your spine straight, keep your eyes closed, and for 15-20 seconds just observe yourself. Observe your breathing, the state of your mind. You might remember the dream you saw at night. Just let whatever thoughts come to your mind, just let them pass. Keep your awareness on the center of your forehead. Now bring your awareness to your breathing. Just become aware of the present state of your breathing. Okay, now we'll begin with the neck stretch. As you breathe in, slowly take your neck back and feel a gentle stretch on your neck. And as you breathe out, bring your neck down. Feel a stretch on the back of the neck. And once again, breathe in, raise the neck up, and come back straight. So remember these, first the neck, then the shoulders. Raise the shoulders up as you breathe in, hunch the shoulders like this, and drop the shoulders down as you breathe out. So for the next 2 minutes, keep the stretches very gentle. Breathe in, up, and breathe out, down. Okay, and now join your palms together, interlock the fingers and stretch up. Hold there and come back. Join the palms together. Okay, and rub your palms together. Feel the heat in your palms and let your eyes, your face absorb the heat. So this is the minimum you should do when you wake up. So we sit straight, close your eyes, observe your thoughts, then the neck stretch with the breathing, shoulder, this one, and then rub the palms. And so this is the minimum you should do tomorrow when you wake up, and then start your day. But ideally you should do a little more. After these you should move to the cat stretch position. So on your mat, get into the cat stretch position. Excellent stretch to do first thing in the morning, and then you will have the agility of a cat through the day if you do this in the morning. And breathe out, push your spine up, the neck tucked in, hold there, and then the stomach down and the neck up, hold there, feel a gentle stretch, and once again push your spine up, feel a nice stretch, and down, the neck up. Keep holding there, enjoy the stretch on the spine. So after the cat stretch, you do the calf stretch. Push the right leg back, push the heel back. This is excellent for your knees as well, those of you who have knee problems. Hold the stretch for 4 to 5 seconds, come back, and then the other leg, push the heel back, feel a stretch on your calf, keep holding there. And come back and push your hips back. Put your, now we did cat, calf, now we are doing the rabbit, Shashankasana. Put your head down. This has also immense benefits. Keep holding there. Watch your breathing, 3 to 4 breaths. Be aware of the blood flow towards your head, and the stretch on your spine, just relax there. Okay, from there, come on your elbows, lie down on your stomach in the crocodile position, here. Okay, just close your eyes and now 3 to 4 breaths, just watch your breathing in this position, the slight arch on your spine. Okay, now come on your elbows come up and 90-degree angle on your knees. Stretch your hands forward, push your upper back down, the neck up. Feel a stretch on your upper back. Keep holding there. Enjoy the stretch. And now pull your hands back. Come back up and stretch your feet straight in front of you. Stretch your feet straight in front of you. Okay, you can keep your hands here if that's more comfortable. Pull the toes towards yourself. Feel a gentle stretch on your calf. And down, toes down, feel a stretch on your ankle, and again back, feel a stretch. And from here, reach for the toes, gentle stretch. You don't have to touch your toes. Breathe out, breathe in, go back, and again, breathe out, breathe in, and once again, gentle stretch. Don't strain at all, and come back. After this, come in the comfortable cross-leg position, your spine straight. Now, the most important thing you should do in the morning is taking deep breaths, and we've been practicing this. So, palms open, hands to the side. Exhale first, breathe out, and as you breathe in, slowly bring your hands up and keep breathing in through the movement. Keep breathing in. Hold the breath and stretch up and start breathing out, palms facing down. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling. And once again, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold the breath, stretch up and start breathing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now raise the hands up while keeping the palms down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Interlock the fingers like this now and stretch up. Hold the breath and start breathing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the hands down. Keeping the hands down, breathe in. And as you breathe out, twist to the right. Take a slight push from your left hand. Look back over the shoulder. And again, breathe in center. And breathe out the other side. And come back, join the palms together. Close your eyes. If you know any short prayer, just say a little prayer, a Gayatri mantra, or any short prayer you know in your own mind. And then after that, rub your palms together and your hands on your face and come back. And come back. Relax. So, if you do this much and then start your day, almost every day, whatever you remember from this, it's going to make a difference to how you breathe through the day, how your posture is through the day, how your productivity is through the day. Just these few minutes of stretches in the morning are going to make a huge difference to your day. To try to incorporate the anytime, anywhere stretches, try to do some stretches like this in the morning. Right on the bed you can do this. And now stand up on your mat. Okay, now this set of stretches are things you can, more stretches for the spine. See, in yoga, your spine is the main thing. You have to keep your spine supple. So these you can do even before going into the shower. You just do these stretches. And so we'll do all the movements of the spine, starting with the anterior posterior movement of the spine. So stretch up, arch back, breathe in and push your hips back, breathe out and come parallel to the floor. And again, breathe in, stretch up, arch back and breathe out, push your hips back. Just come halfway and breathe in arch back, and again, see, push your hips back when you're bending forward, parallel, and as you are arching back, stretch upward and then arch back, breathe in, and come back, and come back. See, in yoga terms, your age is the age of your spine. You can be 30 years old and you can have a spine of a 60-year-old, and sadly that's what's happening to a lot of us. But it can be vice versa. You can be 60, 70 and always have a spine of a 25-year-old if you do these stretches regularly. And you will feel different, your energy level will be different, and you will be more agile if you do these stretches. Okay. So these are the stretches that you need to do on the regular basis. So, and now we'll do the lateral stretch of the spine. So just remember, all these movements of the spine you have to do regularly. And stretch up, breathe in, feel a nice stretch on the side, and again come back, and the other side, stretch up, breathe in, and come back, and stretch up, breathe in, and breathe out. So this is one stretch. The other is the anterior posterior stretch that we just did. We'll do it again. This time we'll actually touch the toes. Attempt to touch the toes. Those if you can't, you can bend the knee slightly and breathe in, stretch upward slightly without coming on your toes, without raising. Breathe in, arch back, and start breathing out. Push your hips back, reach for the toes. Slow movement, slow breathing. Hold the breath here and start breathing in. Keep breathing in, stretch upward, arch back. Once again, breathe out, push your hips back, keep exhaling through the movement, hold there, hold the breath, and start breathing in as you come up, stretch upward and then back, and relax, and come back. So two movements we've done, the lateral movement, the anterior posterior movement. The third is the twisting movement of the spine, again very important. Even if you don't do one of these, your spine will not be alive as it should be. So you've done one movement, the second movement, now we'll do the twisting movement of the spine. And little distance between your feet, breathe in, pull the shoulders back. As you breathe out, take your right hand on your left shoulder, the other hand back, twist. And again, breathe in center and breathe out the other side. Again, breathe in center, breathe out, and breathe in center, breathe out the other side. Okay. So we've done three movements of the spine. Of course, in yoga there are hundreds of spinal twists, hundreds of anterior posterior stretches, hundreds of lateral stretches, but at least you should do one or two of each. Now the fourth and the most important movement is the vertical movement of the spine, and interlock the fingers and stretch up and come on your toes. Keep stretching up. This is the Tadasana, one of the most important postures. And breathe in, stretch up, come on your toes, and breathe out down. Once again. Now hold there. Keep stretching up. Keep stretching up. Keep holding there. Absolutely on your toes. Okay. And the heels down. Keep the hands here. And again, turn to one side. And turn to the other side. And come back. And come back. So these four movements, say before you go into the shower, you can do these four movements. If you have more time, you can also do the Surya Namaskar and then go for your shower, so that you include all these. Okay, now again interlock the fingers, stretch up, keep the heels down and push your hips back and come parallel to the floor. Stretch forward, look up, hold there, and come back, little distance between the feet, and interlock your fingers and raise the hands up as you bend down. Hold there. Okay. And come back. And come back. Okay. Relax. 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 Okay. Now walk up. So this is and walk up and walk back. at an easy pace. So tomorrow we're going to do keep moving. Tomorrow we're going to do a fast paced session. It will be a little later. A lot of kids are going to join us for the session tomorrow, and we'll be doing a little challenging cardio and testing our fitness, as well as testing how many yoga postures we can do comfortably right now. Okay, and so we'll do a few movements today which will prepare us for tomorrow's session. So breathe in, stretch up, breathe out, down, breathe in, breathe out. So one leg forward, inhale, stretch upward, exhale, inhale, stretch up, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, and raise one knee at a time in a continuous movement. Now we are trying to slightly warm up the body before we do more stretches. 4, 3, 2. What this is doing is it is increasing the blood circulation in the body. Okay, and down. And now we'll do the toe touching in a continuous movement. Inhale, exhale, continuous movement. Inhale. Those of you who have lower back issues, go easy on the forward bending. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Okay, and come back and change. Little distance between the feet, and now in a continuous movement, the lateral movement. 2, 1. Okay, now change. Push your hips back, stretch your hands in front, and come up, arch back. And again, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and relax, and relax. Left leg forward. Now remember these movements for tomorrow. So your left leg is forward, and your right leg comes up and back. The hand movement also. So the right knee comes up and the left hand comes up and back. Breathe out, breathe in. Hold there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and change. Now the other leg. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, up and hold there, hold there. Okay, now since we've been going through the things that you should include in regular basis, one of the most important things that we practice is the Talasana. This is very good for your hormonal balance, your nervous system, the balance of your glands, your thyroid glands. So this has a lot of benefits, including so this distance in your feet parallel, and first shoulders back. First get the starting position right. This is a dynamic Tadasana with the breathing. Look straight at a point in front of you. Shoulders back, the neck up. Okay, it's very important that your starting position is absolutely nice and straight. And from here, as you breathe in, come on your toes slowly. Keep breathing in and stretch upward. Hold there, hold the breathing, and start breathing out. Bring your hands from the side. Keep exhaling through the movement. And 2 more times. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep inhaling. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold the breath and then start breathing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax there. Once more we'll do it. Try to do it with me. Okay, with the count. Just once. Okay, start breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely on your toes. Hold your breath. Stretch up. Hold your breath. And start breathing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your breathing ends here. And relax. And relax. Just walk up a few steps. Walk back a few steps. See, those of you who are not getting this right, who can't stretch the breathing too much, who can't come on your toes, practice this every day, master this posture, do it regularly. If there is one yoga posture you should do every day, it is this one. It has immense benefits. Okay, so now let's do the, once again just raise your knees up, hold there and down, and the other hold there and come back. Okay, let's practice the tree posture, Vrikshasana once. So tomorrow we'll be doing a lot of more challenging postures also. Join your palms here and stretch your hands. So today we are just preparing our body, conserving energy for tomorrow's fast-paced and more challenging session. And hold there. Look at a point straight in front of you and come back and change. And the other, knee pointing down, look straight, shoulders relaxed and stretch up. Keep stretching your hands upward. See, as you stretch your hands up, if you just keep it here, but if you stretch it up, you will feel your breathing will change. And look at a point straight in front of you. Okay. And come back. So tomorrow we'll be warming up with some fun movements, and then we'll be attempting a lot of easy as well as some difficult yoga postures. So for you to see how many you can do comfortably right now. Okay. Now next, another thing that we've been doing and you should remember is the standing chakrasana, the two movements. These are the other ones you can include in the stretches I showed you, which you can do before you hop into the shower every morning. So a little distance between your feet, your fists tight, and as you breathe in, stretch your hands up, upward and arch back, look up. And as you breathe out, bend forward, bend the knees slightly, raise your hands up, turn your wrist inward. And again, breathe in, stretch up, arch back, keep breathing in and breathe out, down. Bend the knees, raise your hands up and again, breathe in, stretch up, slow breathing, slow movement and arch back and come back. And now stretch more distance between your feet and keep your hands here. And as you breathe in, palms upward, pull your shoulders back, the neck up. This is excellent for your posture and for your breathing. As you breathe out, take your right palm to your left ankle. Look up. And again, breathe in, shoulders back, the neck up. And then the other side, breathe out. And again, breathe in, neck up, breathe out. And again, breathe in, neck up, breathe out, the other side. And breathe in, arch back, okay, and come back, and come back. Relax. Okay, now to warm up, we're taking, because we'll be doing this movement tomorrow, so we are taking a little tangent of yoga to, I want you to get a hang of this movement. We'll be using this for warm up. So tomorrow will be fast paced, a little fun session because we'll have kids with us joining us tomorrow. So we'll be using this in warm up, shoulder width distance between your feet, and take the right leg back in the same line. Okay, not bringing it here, bring the right leg back in the same line and raise the right hand up. And now bring the leg back. So this is the starting position. Now take the left leg back and take the left hand up. Come back in the starting position. Right leg back, right hand up, back, left hand, come back. This is from a martial art called Capoeira. This is the basic movement. Continue. Back and come up. Back. This is a dance-like movement, but this is the base movement of that martial art. It's called Jinga. And come up and back and come up, back, come up, back, come up. You can bend down slightly. Actually, you should bend slightly. Bend the knees, your neck down, and okay, and relax, and relax. Okay, and now Just do the shoulder rotation 2 times back and 2 times forward. Okay, and okay, now we'll do the easy version of the Surya Namaskar that we've been doing. We'll do that 2 times. A lot of you who have lower back problems and who don't want to do anything strenuous today, you can repeat the standing chakrasana, this one and this one that we just did. You can repeat those and this one, the warriors that we are doing now. We'll do the warriors right now in a dynamic way. Take a big step forward, bend the knee, arch back, breathe in and breathe out, come back. And now switch the legs, the left leg forward, bend the knee, arch back, breathe in, feel a nice stretch, breathe out, come back. And once again, the right leg forward. This time join the palms together, bend the knee, lunge forward and arch back, the neck back and breathe out, come back. And now the left leg, bend the knee in a lunging movement, join the palms together, stretch up, arch back. Okay, and come back. Come back. So some of you who don't want to strain whose low back you want to go easy on, do these 3, the standing chakrasana, this one and this, all these 3 in the same sequence. The rest of you get into position for an easy version of the Surya Namaskar. You join your feet together and breathe in, arch back, breathe out, reach for the toes, bend the knees, palms down, take the right leg back and your neck up, and from there you can come in the cat stretch, put both the knees down and then come up in the plank position. Now the knees down, lie down on your stomach, come up in the cobra, and from here come up in the cat stretch position, push your hips up in the mountain, and now bring your left leg forward. You can put your knees down and bring your left leg forward, neck up, and join the feet together. Breathe in, come up and breathe out, come back. And once again with the other leg, breathe in. Those of you who have lower back issues, go easy on this, on the forward bending. Breathe in, breathe out. Now take the left leg back. And now both the knees down, come up in the plank position. Put both the knees down, lie down on your stomach. Come up in the cobra and come up in the cat stretch position. Push your hips up in the mountain, hips up, and now bring the right leg forward. You can put the knees down if you want and then bring your right leg forward, neck up, and join your feet together. Breathe in, arch back, and breathe out, come back, relax. Okay, take a breather. Those of you who are in Bombay, it's really hot here. And if you need some water, you can have a small sip of water over here before we move on to the next. And the others can try this. Raise one leg up and holding with your, so right leg is up. With your left hand, hold your ankle and push the knee down. Stretch the right hand up. And okay, let's test our balance. Push your hips back, come forward a little bit while keeping the balance, and then come up, okay, and come back. And change the other leg. Okay, if you can't do it, just don't force it. You just see if you can, however much you can do it. Now the other leg, push the knees down, raise your hand up. And now push your hips back, keeping the balance, come forward, and come up, and relax. Okay, now we'll do 1 or 2 new movements that we've not been doing, and stretch your feet to the side. And now, I think we did this yesterday, left leg outward, So left toe moves outward in that direction. Then looking at your toe, slide. So your left hand slides down and the right hand up. Look up. Okay, feel that distinct stretch on the side. Look up in the direction your hand is pointing upward and slowly come back. And now the other side, turn your right leg, slide the hand down, looking at your toe right now, and then raise the other hand up, look up. Keep holding there. Okay, and come back, and come back. Now, in the same position, again, the left leg outward, this time bend the knee slightly. And keep this hand, place this hand here. And first, raise the hand like this so that your hand and this leg comes in straight line. And then raise the same hand up, look up. Keep holding there. Balance and come back. And come back. Now, to the right leg turns outward. Bend the knee slightly. Put the hand like that. And first, the hand in this position, and then raise the hand up, look up, keep holding there, feel the stretch, and come back, and join your feet together. And just once, interlock the fingers, stretch up your palms like this, stretch upward, don't raise your heel, but stretch upward, arch back, breathe in, and push your hips back, reach for the toes. Keep looking straight now. You can bend the knee slightly if you want. And once again, breathe in, arch back, look back. Okay, and come back. And now, sit on your mat. Before sitting, if some of you did not have water, and if you want to, if you're thirsty, you can have a small sip of water before you sit down on your mat. Okay? And stretch your feet straight in front of you. Stretch your feet straight in front of you and reach for the toes, breathe out and breathe in, go back, feel a contraction on your stomach, and again breathe out, breathe in and come back and bend the left knee and reach for your right toe also towards yourself. Breathe out, breathe in, stretch up and breathe out. Keep holding there. Feel a gentle stretch on your calf, on your hamstring, toes inward. Okay, and come back and change the other leg and reach for the toe, hold there, keep holding there and stretch up, breathe in and breathe out, reach for the toe and turn the toe inward as well. Enjoy the stretch on your calf, on your hamstring, keep holding there and come back and your legs straight and breathe in, and as you breathe out just twist to one side, take a slight push and again breathe in center, breathe out the other side and come back, okay, and relax and breathe out, reach for the toes, and as you breathe in keep your palms here and raise your stomach up, the neck back and again down, breathe out, reach for the toes, as you breathe in raise your stomach, throw the neck back and again down, breathe out, reach for the toes, breathe in, raise your stomach up, the neck back, keep holding there and down, bend both the knees, get into the butterfly position and Titli Asana. Just loosen and see, if you are here or if you are here, use your elbow or your hands to slightly push you should be feeling a stretch. And if you are very comfortable here, then you can bend forward slightly and try to put your head down in order to feel a stretch. So wherever you are feeling a good stretch, just hold there. Just hold there. Okay. And come back. Okay, so and straighten. So we'll do the counter movement to this. Usually we do this one. Even this posture, the pigeon posture, is also a counter stretch to this one. So for that, come in the cat stretch position first. And now your right leg comes up like this, and right leg comes up, and let your body weight go down. Let it go down like this. Okay? And now straighten the back leg as much as possible, and then stretch forward in the direction of your knee. Put your head down. Just be with the stretch. Enjoy that stretch for a few seconds. And come up, and from there come in the push-up position. Remember this leg, which leg you got forward. Now hold here in this position, push-up position. Put the knees down, and now bring the other leg up in the similar way to balance. Let the body weight go down. Straighten the back leg as much as you can and stretch in the direction of your knee. Put your head down. Relax there. Just enjoy the stretch. I know some of you might be struggling in this. Do however much you can do. And come up. And come up in the same position. Bring the back leg and bring it over this leg, like this, in this position. And pull your spine straight. Now, bring your right hand like this and the left hand from under, and then try to touch the fingers. If you can touch, then try to interlock. And come back, gently come back. Don't strain your hand or anything. And now switch the leg position. Now the other leg, like that. I hope you can see, like this. And now the left hand goes up and the right hand here. And it's okay if you can't touch, but as long as you're feeling a stretch, you're getting the benefits. And come back. And come back. Okay, from there, lie down on your, come in this position, cat stretch position again. Okay, raise the right leg up, breathe in, and breathe out down, and the left leg up, breathe in, breathe out down, and again the right leg up and the left hand up, opposite hand and leg, and down. And now the left leg up and the right hand up, breathe in, breathe out down. Once again, breathe in, breathe out, and the other, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now lie down on your stomach. Lie down on your stomach, and another very important posture, the Cobra Bhujangasana. Keep your hands closed, palms facing down close to your chest, and breathe in as you come up. Feel a gentle stretch on your upper back and breathe out down. Don't come up beyond your navel and don't straighten your elbows. Keep them slightly bent. Breathe in, feel a stretch on your upper back. Breathe out down. And again, breathe in. Keep holding there. You should feel a nice stretch on your upper back. And slowly down. Okay, bend both the knees and see if you can hold your ankles. Okay, and then try to open your knee joint so that your shoulders get stretched back, and breathe out. Do however much you can do. Don't strain yourself if you find this difficult. And 2 more times. Breathe in as you raise the knees up and come up as much as you can, and then breathe out down. Once again, breathe in, come up and just hold there, and breathe out down. Okay, and come back and come on your elbows. Come in the cat stretch position first. Get into the Swanasana this time. Straighten your elbows and arch back. See, this is different from Cobra Bhujangasana. This is Swanasana. This has different effect on your spine. Arch back and push your hips back and sit in the Shashankasan, hips down fully, put your head down, take your hands back, hold your wrist behind you and put your head down. Just watch your breathing. And from there come up and lie down on your back. Lie down on your back. Lie down on your back. Feet closer together. Hands close to your body, palms facing down. Raise one leg at a time, straight up and down. And the other leg straight up, breathe in, breathe out, down. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, try to keep the knees straight, breathe out, down. Once again, inhale, exhale, inhale. If you are very comfortable, if your lower back is comfortable, do with both the legs. Otherwise, continue with one at a time. Breathe out, down and slow. Breathe in as you come up, breathe out, down. And again, breathe in as you come up, breathe out, down. Okay, relax, relax, relax. Take a breather, relax. Okay, now stretch your hands to the side along the shoulders. I have less space, so I'm adjusting here. And raise your left leg up, again 90 degrees. And as you breathe out, cross over to the right with your leg and the neck to the left so that you feel a twist. And again, up and down. Now raise the right leg up, breathe in, cross it over to the left and the neck to the other side, feeling a twist. And again, breathe in, up and down. Once again, repeat that. Breathe in and breathe out. See if you can touch your toe with your hand. Hold your toe. That is the attempt. And again, up and down. And the other side, raise the right leg, cross over, neck to the other side. See if you can, keeping the knee and the hand straight, if you can hold your toe and then come back straight up and down. Bend both the knees, take position for the bridge. Try to hold your ankles and then feet down. Then leave your ankles, put the palms down, get position for the bridge. And as you breathe in, raise your stomach up. And breathe out, down. And two more times, breathe in, come up, slowly, absolutely on your shoulders, breathe out, down. And one more time, breathe in, keep breathing in, come up and keep holding there. Body weight absolutely on your shoulders, breathe normally. Observe your breathing in that position. Observe the movement of the upper part of your stomach with your breathing. That's your diaphragm. Okay, and slowly down. Bend both the knees, press them against the stomach. You can interlock your fingers and press them against the stomach. Keep holding there for 15-20 seconds. Keep pressing your knees against the stomach. Enjoy the stretch on your lower back, on your knees. Observe your breathing. Continue to hold that position. Okay, now straighten your feet and stretch your hands back. Stretch the body tall. Toes towards yourself. Push the heels down. Stretch the hands. Feel a stretch on your calves, on your shoulders. And then leave the muscles loose and find a comfortable position for Shavasana. Your hands to the side, palms facing upward, and continue to relax in that position. Take your own time, take 15-20 seconds to find the most comfortable position. And once you are in a comfortable position, become absolutely still there. Keep your eyes closed. And keep all your awareness on your body, on your breathing. We are in position for Shavasana. Just watch your own body as if you're watching your own body from outside, lying absolutely lifeless on the mat. Become aware of any sensation, any discomfort in your muscles, and let the muscles relax. The neck, the shoulders loose, the lower back, all the muscles of your legs, let them be absolutely loose and relaxed. Let the ground take all your body weight. Your body is absolutely still. The only movement is the movement of your stomach, of your chest as you breathe in and breathe out. Just bring your attention to the movement of your stomach as you breathe in and breathe out. Take 2 deeper breaths. Let the stomach swell up more as you breathe in. And now bring all your awareness to your toes. And to the soles of your feet. To your ankle. Let all the muscles around your ankle relax. Bring your awareness up to your shins, your calves, your knees. Let the muscles around the knees relax more. Bring your awareness to your thighs, to your hips. Let all the muscles around the hips relax more. And bring your awareness to your lower back, your upper back. Let those muscles relax. Bring your awareness to your shoulders. Let your shoulders be more loose. Bring your awareness to your elbows, your wrist, your palms, your fingers. Let them relax more. Bring your awareness to the tips of your fingers. And bring your awareness to your neck. Relax the muscles around your neck. Bring your awareness to your face. Let your eyes, your forehead relax more. Bring your awareness to the center of your forehead, to the point between your eyebrows. Bring your awareness to the top of your head. And to the back of your head. Bring all your awareness to your chest, to the center of your chest coinciding with your heart. Bring your awareness down to your stomach, to your navel. And just observe the movement of your stomach as you breathe in and breathe out. For the next 5 breaths, continue to observe the movement of your stomach with your breathing. And take 3 deeper breaths. Let the stomach swell up more as you breathe in. And slowly move your fingers, move your toes, become aware of your muscles. Bring your awareness to your surroundings. Become aware of all the sounds around you. And take your own time to very slowly turn to your right. And take your own time to very slowly come up and sit up comfortably. With your spine straight and continuing to keep your eyes closed. And 3 times we'll chant Om. Take a deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe in. Just be with the silence. Join your palms together in a namaskar. And rub the palms together. Feel a heat in your palms and let your eyes, your face absorb that. And come back. And come back. Okay, we are through with our class for today. But just stay for a minute. I'll just update you. Tomorrow the class is at 10. So today we did a gentle session, not much of jumping. So tomorrow we'll be doing a challenging session. We have conserved energy. So tomorrow we'll be doing a lot of jumping movements in the warm-up, some martial art movements. But it'll be a fun class. We'll also be attempting a whole lot of yoga postures to see which ones we are reasonably comfortable in, and we'll be trying out some more challenging ones than the ones we've been doing regularly for you to see which ones you can do. Okay, for tomorrow's class, please get your kids, the kids in your family, young people to join in. So it'll be a fast-paced class tomorrow. They won't get bored. It'll be a fun class and it'll be challenging. So for tomorrow's class, like yesterday we used a pen for balancing. I'll need you to bring each person who does the class, get 2 pairs of socks for tomorrow. Okay, we'll be using that as a prop for a few things. Get 2 pair of socks. I'll tell you tomorrow what to do with it. We'll be using that as a prop for some fun stuff. And so that's for tomorrow. You can eat something light before the class, that's fine. And there are a lot of questions. I'll be taking them up next week. And there's one more thing I wanted you to, for next week, in the coming week. So tomorrow will be this fun, fast-paced class. On Sunday morning, Day after will be again at 10. It will be a very gentle restorative yoga class. Okay, so these are totally two different kind of classes, tomorrow and day after. For the coming week, we are continuing this, but I was just thinking for the coming week, there are two things. Of course, the feedback from you is welcome. One, those of you who need to go can go, and so just a quick one more thing. I wanted your suggestions on this also. Next week, I'm planning to make the class a little shorter. Maybe start the class a little early at 8:15. Do a half an hour, 40-minute class. Right now we've been doing 1 hour. We take a 10-minute break, and then we do a interactive, very informal self-inquiry session, that, you know, going inward, just addressing the fundamentals. So some of you have been wanting to, you know, do something to do with Vedant or something. So we'll keep it very universal and general, an interactive self-inquiry, the philosophical aspect of yoga session. After the yoga session we finish. So some of you can, so just let me know if it will suit for you to do this, and then follow it up with that. Anyways, have a nice day. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 for a fun, high intensity class. Do get all the kids you know to come and participate in that class, and don't forget 2 pairs of socks you need to get along.